Hi everyone, I'm Josh Usera and I'm joining you here today from my home. I would like to present to you my Inspiring America campaign and initiatives. I've created a script with all the points of interest and will do the best I can to communicate clearly everything that I'd like to share with you today. Hola, all humans on planet Earth, specifically the citizens of the United States of America. My name is, me llamo es, Josh Usera. I'm an independent candidate running for the office of President of the United States of America in 2016. Please vote for me, as I am one of us. If I don't win, hopefully you do. Hashtag Race to the White House. The following is my platform and points of interest for my presidential campaign. Please help spread the word and feel free to provide productive feedback. This message has been approved and written by me, Josh Usera. For your time and attention, thank you. Muchas gracias. Domo arigato gozaimashita. Welcome to the Usera. I support and will protect the Constitution of the United States of America, specifically including and additionally, but not limited to, the following: freedom of speech, freedom of religion and spirituality, the right to bear arms, capital punishment, and equal rights. Regarding the right to bear arms, I have no intention of taking away people's property. I agree with and will continue to support the current regulation of arms, but have no intention of increasing government regulation. To the people, if you have fear of being harmed, fear not. We live in the USA. Have faith in us. We, the people, and those whose job it is to protect us, our law enforcement and military. For those not able to acquire arms, please consider alternate source of unarmed self-protection. Personally speaking, I have instructional DVDs available on Amazon for self-defense protection, for example. The us era is a time where we should begin to kill hate, not each other. Regarding capital punishment, I believe the choice to sentence someone to death in a court of law is a difficult decision, and we should continue to have faith in those who partake in judicial trials, processes, and decisions of all magnitudes. That being said, if you kill someone under my presidency, be prepared to be killed. Regarding equal rights, throughout time, we have and will always be pursuing the best balance of equality. We have made leaps and bounds since our country's conception, but there is still room for progress. An amendment that I will pursue to have passed and ensure the most equality for humanity is the United States Equal Rights Amendment. It has been introduced many times in Congress, but has never passed. It is my goal to make the United States Equal Rights Amendment law. The following points are initiatives and ideas that I feel strongly about and believe will be highly beneficial for improving the strength, mission, vision, and purpose of the United States of America. I believe in a strong and efficient global military force and presence. Only the best will be welcome to serve. I do not believe the strength of our military is in numbers, but rather its ability to function as a whole. We are only as strong as our weakest link. Therefore, people in the military will continue to experience the highest of expectations individually and as a whole. Additionally, our military will continue to lead the world in stealth communication, and we will continue to work closely with NASA to pursue options and assets in space. In the us era, wherever we are, we come in peace, to protect all of us on planet Earth and beyond. War can no longer be an option. At most, it is a last resort. I believe in capitalism. I was an entrepreneur for 15 years and believe that one of America's greatest characteristics is the freedom to be self-employed. Under my leadership as president, we will work hard to get America back to work by providing incentives for those who create employment opportunities within our country and local communities. I will also work hard to support the employees that work for our country's employers to ensure a quality and prideful work environment and pay. It is time to make America great again. This can only happen if each of us do our best to be great. Innovation is the key to our success. Below, I describe the United States Economic Reform Act in detail. In addition to wealth and security, I will work hard to improve our nation's health. The most valuable wealth is health. The health of our country will correlate with our education system. Knowledge is the key to us being happy and healthy. It starts in the home, family first. I am a teacher, sensei at heart. Below, I describe my United States Education Reform Act in detail. I will support a woman's right to choose her destiny. I am pro-choice. I believe in alternate forms of medication and a person's choice of recreational stimulation. I am pro-marijuana. Regarding taxes, I like the flat tax concept, but I'm willing to not immediately change the tax code until my other proposed economic changes have been implemented. Regarding Social Security and social services, as a country, without money, we are nothing. Social services are intended to be temporary and minimal. My education reform is intended to improve our workforce and increase the nation's Social Security as a whole. My economic reform is intended to not only balance the budget, but make America rich again. Regarding immigration reform, as a third-generation immigrant and proud Native American, I fully disagree with Donald Trump and his constituents' plan to build a wall. Each of us have at least one thing made from China or Mexico or Canada, etc. I believe in inclusion, not exclusion. The Usera is a time where we work closely with neighboring countries and the United Nations to improve human health and relations worldwide. The United States will be the example that other countries follow and improve with as we move forward in time for generations to come in the US era. As a country, global community, and for humanity as a whole, we must begin to look at each other as equals. If you are a human, you are equal to me. Thanks to technology, we are already living as a global society. Instead of dividing us, it is time to unite us. No one person is all good. Likewise, no one person is all bad. We are all a little of both. Perspective is the key to seeing others like us more positively, objectively. As President of the United States of America, I will work hard to tear down the walls that divide us and build our faith in us equally for humanity. Essentially, as a whole, we the people must begin to believe and have faith in us. My philosophy is simple and holistic. It is time for us to be happy and healthy as a whole, spirit, mind, and body. United States Economic Reform Act in detail. My plan is to motivate America to become the best we can be. I'm going to challenge us to change the way we think about money. To some degree, I will encourage all of us who have money to keep spending money. Money is a machine that affects all of us worldwide. If I want money, I have to spend money. My economic reform is simple. America will discontinue printing coin. Instead, we will only print one coin, the 75-cent piece, and we will begin printing a new bill, the $3 bill. This will stimulate a new wave of economics worldwide. The only coin issued by banks and the government will be the 75-cent piece. The coin that is still used in the marketplace will eventually be replaced by the new coin. The exchange rate for the old coins, 1 penny, 5 cent, 10 cent, 25 cent, 50 cent, will be based on the market value for the individual coins and price for their metal. The USA will still continue to produce dollar coins, but the 75-cent piece will eventually become the new norm for coin transactions in America. The government will begin to recycle and reuse the old coins for the pure metals, making new coin, investing in gold, and sold to other countries. Additionally, the United States Economic Reform Act will increase the current minimum wage to $15 an hour by the year 2025. Employers will be required to meet annual minimum increases in employee pay to meet the federal minimum requirements. Federally, minimum wage will be raised in equal increments annually from 2017 to 2025. Incentives will be provided to employers who raise their minimum wage for employees ahead of the federally mandated and required minimum wage increase schedule. The United States Education Reform Act in detail. I have a degree in education and have spent most of my life educating children and adults in my personal dojo as a sensei. The health and well-being of every citizen in our country is one of my main priorities, and my legacy as a president will be measured by the health and well-being of the citizens of our country and humans worldwide. Education begins in the home. The United States Education Reform Act is an initiative that is family-focused, where success comes from the family first. As a nation, we will become more consistent and aligned as a whole regarding the expectations of our students, teachers, and the idea of a quality education. First and foremost, the children of our country must be taught valuable skills associated with living and surviving in a diverse and fast-paced global society, which we are already living in. Additionally, the children in our country must learn skills and trades that will make them valuable employees and/or employers well into the future. When it comes to education, I believe in the separation of church and state. Topics covered in a social educational setting should be based on facts and logic. Science will continue to lead the knowledge that we know. Mathematics and language arts will continue to be core topics in schools, but I will continue to fight for and support contextual subjects such as music, art, and physical education. A person's mind is improved with a healthy body. I will focus much of my presidency on our nation's health and potential as human beings, physically and intellectually. Teachers will continue to be valued as an essential part of and position to our country's success. Outside of the home, teachers have the potential to be the greatest influence on a child. Federal funding will correlate to each state's meeting of federal requirements and expectations of a public education. As a family-first country, parents must continue to assume accountability and responsibility for their children. The healthier the home, the healthier the child. As a country, the new norm for a student nearing the end of high school will be choosing military, higher education, or join the nation's workforce. A person's opportunity for success in our country will continue to be equal due to the quality and fair education provided under the United States Education Reform Act. Regarding our nation's judicial system, specifically crimes and punishment. Crimes in America will continue to be measured and dichotomized as crimes against oneself and crime against another human. I realize that there is a gray area between the two, but essentially, nonviolent crime done to oneself will be measured and judged differently than crimes done to others. I agree that a crime to oneself, i.e. driving under the influence, may put others at risk. But if no other humans have been hurt associated with the crime, that crime will be punished with less incarceration and more rehabilitation. Crimes done to others, specifically violent crimes, will be punished with more incarceration and rehabilitation while incarcerated. The key to our country's success and health as a whole is living in a safe environment, one where we do not fear each other. When crimes are committed against one of us, the punishment will be reflective of the crime. Once again, under my leadership as president, if you kill someone, be prepared to be sentenced to death in a court of law. I will also be introducing something called the Global Resources Score, as an acronym, GRS. Through the course of my presidency, I will work hard with the United Nations and industry leaders throughout the world to establish a universal Global Resources Score. The GRS will be a score associated with all things manufactured, sold, and consumed. Essentially, there will be two categories, organic and inorganic. Within each category, items will be scored according to its rarity. Something that is very rare and hard to replace will have a higher GRS score and naturally valued at a higher price. Items and matter that are not rare and easy to replace will be scored lower on the GRS scale. As global resources are consumed by humanity, the GRS of any item may change according to availability and rareness of any one thing, organic or inorganic. I realize the chance that some of my ideas and proposals are already being implemented. If so, I will only continue to support and improve that which has been done. I realize that I hope you vote for me, one of us, in 2016. I'm ready to lead this great country. All you have to do is elect me. Welcome to the Usera. For more about me and my philosophy relating to human psychology and sociology, please see my book on Amazon. It's called Alpha Beta, The New Tao 2 of Human Consciousness. God bless all of us.